John, been another frustrating week with no game on Tuesday night. Just praying that we get the match on Saturday.
Yeah, we are. The boys were very frustrated on Tuesday. We'd done everything. We'd travelled the day before in preparation. We'd trained that morning at England's new headquarters at St George's. We had a good training session, albeit on the plastic pitch, but we were all fired up, ready to go. And then we got the call about 12:15. Say the game was off, and there was a lot of very disappointed players that obviously had prepared themselves very well for the game and looking forward to the game, but it wasn't to be, so we had to travel all the way back down again, and it gave me a chance to go and watch Brentford though on Tuesday night, I have to say. So it wasn't a complete wasted day, the fact that our game was called off, but it does tend to sort of break up the momentum that we had after a really outstanding performance at Rotherham at the weekend. We'd like to have got straight back out on the pitch on Tuesday night and continued our good form, but it wasn't to be. So we're hoping now that Stevenage goes ahead this weekend. We've not played at home for a while.
Yeah, I know the club are bringing covers in for the whole pitch, so hopefully that will make the difference. But if the game does go ahead, the conditions aren't going to be great older terms in terms of the football that we try to play, which we played at Rotherham last Saturday. We have to be a bit adaptable, I guess. Yeah,
you're right, Bruce. I mean, it was. I said after the game, what a lovely stadium to play at. Rotherham, the New York Stadium, fantastic pitch. Obviously, the surrounding stands and everything that they've built there, and the dressing rooms and everything about it was first class. And it really was a privilege to play there on the day. And we did play some football, and obviously the conditions helped. The fact that we had a good surface to play on, which isn't quite the case when we play here at our own stadium. So a little bit concerned that it does change our style somewhat when we play here. It's more of a safety first approach because of the condition of the pitch. It's not particularly conducive to trying to play football out of the back four into midfield. We have to tend to get it forward a little bit earlier than we would normally, but you have to adapt to the conditions, and I just hope we go ahead though, because it's been frustrating not playing at any stage, and especially when you get a good momentum going, you get a good run of results, and then you sit around for a couple of weeks waiting for the next game to come along. We've fallen behind, as you know now, Bruce. I think we've got 4 games in hand on lots of teams in our division, 3 games in hand on others. Fortunately, results have gone quite well for us, even though we've not been playing. Other teams have slipped up, and we've not really lost our league position. We've sat there in the centre of the table, and if we could get a good run of games to go together and get a few good results, we could certainly jump back up into that top 10, which is obviously where we want to be.
Stevenage bottom of the table, but if you look at their results, I mean, they've beaten Brentford this season, Leyton Orient, Peterborough. I mean, it's going to be another very hard game on Saturday.
Yeah, they tend to raise themselves as we all do. I mean, we're probably guilty of that as well. We raise our game for the top teams. We've also played the likes of Leyton Orient and Preston North End, and of course Rotherham last weekend. We've also won at Peterborough this season before I came. There's been some very good results by us against teams that we weren't expected to beat or get points off. So teams like Stevenage also, they've raised themselves in certain matches. But this weekend, it's if we go ahead, it's certainly about us, and we need to impose ourselves on Stevenage this weekend. They'll come here, and we know it's going to be a battle. I saw them play a couple of weeks ago against Swindon, in a game which Swindon were expected to win. I think Stevenage had lost 3 on the trot before that game, and I don't think they'd even scored a goal, but they made it very hard for Swindon on the night. Ended up beating them 2-0 comfortably won 2-0 that particular night, and really should have won by a lot more than what they did. So they've got it within themselves to put in good performances, and I expect them to come here at the weekend and really give us a tough time on the pitch.
Transfer deadline closes 11 o'clock on Friday. We might be talking again before then. Just at the moment, what's the latest situation?
Well, nothing really. I've looked, and I've been up and down the country for the last month, or 2 months almost now since I came here. We've been up and down the country just checking out everybody and looking at potential targets. Certainly, if they're not going to be completed this season, it's also in my mind that we're looking at them maybe at the end of this season for next season as well. So we've worked very hard in trying to recruit players to the club, but it's not borne us any fruit just yet. Obviously, Gary Dick has come in and Matty Tubbs have come in, which I think has enhanced the squad with their presence. And we've looked at lots of people that we quite like, but they were either too expensive or wanted a lot of money in transfer fees, or the players' terms were too high for us, So we've been very careful. We don't want to make any mistakes. I think that it's so easy to go out and sign players and maybe regret it afterwards. It's like buying a pair of shoes, Bruce. And you buy them, you stick them in the wardrobe, and you wear them once, and everyone laughs at you, and you stick them. Yeah, you try and hide them or throw them away, and you can do that with players sometimes. And I've been guilty of that in the past, in previous clubs. Maybe bought one or two that, on reflection, I shouldn't have done. So I've been very careful this particular time that we got a very good dressing room, as I've said many times, and the boys get on here very well, and they all expect each other to work exceptionally hard, and they're very demanding on one another, and anybody that I bring here has to come in to that category. They have to come here because they want to be here, and that when they come here they have to give 100% to Crawley Town. They have to wear that shirt with pride and wear it with passion, and the ones that will come in, that I will bring in, have to measure up to those ideals, and if they don't, we don't sign them.